and I have come back to you now to turn the tides of fate. Oh my god, the maestro was in utter distress. The only good thing about not streaming on his Twitch is at least I can not wear my pants. Pants are for prison. Yeah. You wear a chastity belt in prison just in case. Oh my god. Dream, I just slept for like 121 hours. Or I haven't slept for 121 hours since, like, from... Oh my god, there's snot man. So horrible. Ponadri. So, like, this feels like just a mice mare. I mean, I've been in a mice mare my whole life, but I just can't catch a break. I messaged everyone I could. Oh yeah, this video is about the new expansion, but I can't help talking about the Maestro's band. I messaged everyone I could, trying to help me. No one wants to help the Maestro, and the only one who would help the Maestro is my loyal Knights of the Round Table, but they, of course, well, they barely even can talk to the garbage man. So they, and one person who was trying to help me was Jamila's GF, legendary. Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me. So thanks to them. Peasant Millie, he's legendary, of course. Maestro won't forget the people who tried to help him in his time of absolute need. So, hopefully they can do something to help me. But I mean, it's Twitch. It's like the most impossible thing. But anyway, I wanted to make a video on the new Dragonflight expansion and see what they have to say, see if they changed anything. And I always say, what can Blizzard do to make the game worse? Because I never know. What can they do to make the game worse? But they always find a way. So let's see if they made the game any better. First off, drawing that picture is making the game worse. Dude, what is this? This is like a skinnier Fat Force or something.
A compelling part of all aspects of World of Warcraft, whether it was Onyxia infiltrating, the human kingdom back in the very earliest days of WoW storytelling.
This is why WoW is bad. Right here. Oh, God. Oh, God. What am I looking at? Oh, my. Dude. You're on camera, man. Fix your face.
King and beyond. And so really excited to just, dive really deep into the nature of dragons and history and their role in Ezra.
You know what? I saw something about Wrath of the Lich King, and I thought they actually brought back Arthas. That could have actually been good. Let's see this. I mean, dragons are kind of cool, right? Dragons. They turn into women. I like women.
There are 4 major zones, as well as a separate starting zone for the Drakthir Evoker, which I'm sure we'll chat about in a little bit. And, these 4 zones are not necessarily themed around the dragon fights.
No.
You might think of the Dragon Shrines, the Wrath of the Lich King, or whatever. But they certainly have powerful ties.
Dude, just don't make another Shittios.
Of the individual.
This guy has bright blue eyes. He must wear contacts, because we know he has, dark, muddy brown eyes that no one wants to look at.
Flights. So, players will begin their journey in the Waking Shores, which are, waking in the sense of literally, coming...
I just woke from a dormant slumber of erections. After sleeping for 3 ice ages. I'm still not on balance with it.
A place bursting with primal elemental energy.
Yeah, are you going to get to the gameplay?
And tectonic activity. And it's no surprise that we're going to see both the red and the black Dragonflight, for example, very heavily represented.
The red and the black.
They're close.
Dude, if I said the word black on Twitch, I would get banned.
To the earth, fire, and that elemental energy. And as players continue to explore and traverse the Dragon
So what nationality are you? I'm 190th black band.
This is also a space that is very vertical, which is fitting in a sense for the winged race of beings. But as you ascend, you'll be climbing through rolling plains into frozen tundra and eventually the peaks atop.
You know the things I hate the most? Circles in hills. I go up, and then the chubby little turbo gremlin rolls down and tries to knock me over going 3,000 miles an hour.
Off the Dragon Isles. And each zone has its own character, its own cultures and
character?
civilizations that have been living there for thousands of years.
I mean, that's
just
kind of
dragons,
cool.
but certainly in the shadow
But it's like the monks of the Taiwan peaks of Shimshwashwa.
dragons in their history. And all of those stories are going to...
I swear, man, that's why I got banned for just like saying like a word. Like saying just like a Musababa. And then they say that's hate speech. Musababa is not hate speech, it's a made up word!
intertwine as players explore this space.
Yeah, the Dragon Isles is a super varied
Another reason why the game is bad.
landscape. At one time, this was all the domain of dragons, and they had struggles. They had enemies that they had to fight against and keep in line, but this was their kingdom. This was their homeland, again, where they laid their eggs, where they raised their young. And so to come back here after thousands and thousands of years have passed, because they had to leave it behind when the sundering of the world caused that elemental energy to kind of drain away from these lands. And now, all that's happened, and Azeroth taking that next step of revitalization, those energies are coming back. And that's what's causing this land to awaken. And that's having all kinds of
this is kind of cool.
As the dragons come back to reclaim their lands, other forces want to stake their
skip a little bit, though, because no one...
full branching sandbox structure of Legion BFA, where you could do the zones in any order, is that it's sometimes more challenging, and in some cases impossible, to have a linear narrative arc when you can do the zones in any order. And I think as players are going to discover, when they get there, their journey necessarily will take them to the summit of the Dragon Isles.
Legendary.
To the Tower of Tearhold that we saw in the
like in Batman! Tearhold! That's a Palidan, maybe.
Being able to just start there as your first zone kind of undercut some of that. But it's, we want to guided by purpose, but with tons of freedom to explore, to, get to know the cultures that you're interacting with.
Well, you know what? Every Blizzard expansion sounds cool until you play it, and then you'd rather be in prison, so.
To chase side quests, and to feel like,
they always make it sound cool.
Forward, but you're not on rails the whole way.
Yeah, the Dragon Isles is a land that's alive with stories, and while there is that central thread that takes you through the land, you'll uncover all sorts of different groups, different reputations that you can work through, that as you build them up, more stories unlock that way. So it is meant to encourage exploration and for the player to choose which groups they're more interested in, and that rewards them by not only giving them more story quests, but also cool rewards that are tied to these different groups.
Tell us why create... This is the question they asked?
We started with the idea of a new race.
Dude,
first.
We finally got a new race.
One of the things, as we're coming up with any expansion,
I would have got banned for saying that, too.
Ask the question of, is there a natural fit here in terms of a new player race?
Oh, what about the gameplay?
And there's something compelling about both, the fantasy of, literally being a dragon at the some.
So we're actually a dragon.
Love dragons.
Dude, they went from Morgans to dragons. The new talent system. Oh, here's the new talent system. Ooh.
Talent trees that we had, back in Wrath and in the classic days to the Mists of Pandaria style system, we've realized that while, there was initial appeal to focusing the choices and, really meaningful pivots in your character's capabilities, that system didn't let any sort of ongoing and expansion. And in the past, we might have just said, hey, it's a new expansion, you have 10 new talent points, 10 new levels.
Dude, this is the last 3 expansions, you haven't given us a single new ability. Hello, man?
Your class is gaining. We were increasingly turning to new systems to kind of fill the hole that the change to the talent system left. Things like artifact weapons or Azerite or Covenants.
Yeah, that was horrible, and it was the worst thing in life. It was the worst thing.
More successful than others, and there was a lot
of... none of them were successful.
We hated them all.
In them. He said some of them were more successful than others. Oh my god, he said some of them were more successful than others.
It inherently feels pretty bad to leave something behind at the start of every new journey.
It makes no sense. It makes literally no sense.
By saying goodbye to a piece of your character
that you spent 4,000 years on.
As opposed to feeling like you're progressing, you're carrying this forward.
Yeah.
And so we're really excited to overhaul our talent system, return to its roots in a sense, but also carry a lot of the lessons that we've learned over the last dozen years about different talent systems and how our players play the game today.
They did something slightly useful.
Our goal here is
we know it won't be
maximum customization and flexibility, and really returning to some of the things that we lost, like being able to really be a hybrid. Say you're a paladin and you're a ret. Ret holy,
not ret holy.
That's something that had meaning a dozen years ago, but that
of course he talks about H-Pal. He knows the Maestro plays the game.
In today's system in Shadowlands, that's something
Crusader!
The Dragonflight system going forward. But with that customization, we also recognize that players expect, and rightly so, the flexibility of being able to optimize and problem solve.
So the new talent trees are coming back. How is the new dragon riding feature? No one cares about that. What specialize in professions? Will tier sets continue to exist?
Just for raiders, but also accessible to players who do Mythic Plus, players who do PvP, and it's something that we're definitely going to carry forward into Dragonflight and beyond.
Okay, so we have tier sets.
See that evolve along with the rest of our systems.
Well, the version of the Great Vault. Oh no! Please say now! Or if you do get one, just make it
We're happy with how the Great Vault has played out.
No!
There's room for improvement, and something that we're going to continue to iterate on. The
Many room.
Recently
much room.
Constellation Prize.
So much room.
In a recent update, if there isn't something you pick from your vault in a given week, but that weekly structure to complement.
Dude, you've given me the same adaption trinket for 400 weeks in a row since Legion.
Plus and PvP makes sense, and we feel that the Great Vault is a better version of that system than the standalone single item chest that we had in Legion and Battle for Azeroth.
Dude, they're both the worst things in life.
Iterate on that as we carry it forward.
Dude, just let us buy our gear. Time travel? Oh, and I don't like time travel, but I'm sure there will be.
One of the cool things about
if he's asking,
the
there will be.
is that the Bronze is back. We get to see their place of power in the Dragon Isles, and it's very much
it's going to be annoying.
Themed. There'll be some great adventures there, and yeah, as we know from past stories, the Bronze aren't the only ones who are interested in the Time Ways. There are infinite dragons out there as well, and so how these two groups interact, what their goals are, what
the infinite dragons are the sketchy ones.
That's very much interwoven into the story of Dragonflight.
Dude, they really put. Is he still hot? Dude,
criminal for us to have a dragon-themed expansion.
Disgusting.
Coming to this homeland of.
They actually put. Is he still hot? Now I'm done watching the video. Dude, there's got to be something wrong. We know there's something wrong with these people. We know there's something wrong with these people. Like, what is wrong with them, man? Wow. Wow. What the... Dude. Anyway, stream. The Maestro literally is his absolute low yet again. And of course, I just want to mention one of my most heroic donators, Pipsqueak. He donated me $1,000 against all odds in my absolute time of absolute despair. And I'm going to do everything I can to get unbanned on Twitch because I know I was wrongfully banned. And I know it doesn't matter that I'm wrongfully banned because Twitch doesn't care about any of their streamers, even though they take half of our money. And it makes no sense for any of them to be banned, especially... Man, I hate thinking about it. I hate thinking about like how much money I could be making on Twitch right now. Oh, it sucks. But anyway, stream. I guess you can tweet at Twitch support for the Maestro, and of course you can support the Maestro by buying the Mice and Dice, the Mice merch, Mice and Dice, from the King Tut Palace of Light in the Realms of Old, and donate to the Maestro for a better life on his PA pal. And guess what? The Maestro will never give up. Like, share, and subscribe against all odds, and the Maestro shall be blessed.